Well, hello and welcome to the F&B Stadium, the Grand Cathedral that is Africa's largest venue. It is Kaizer Chiefs against Chippa United here as we return from the international break. An opportunity perhaps to work on tactics and other tactical aspects, but for the teams that meet here under the watchful eye of national team coach Hugo Broos, the return of club football providing an opportunity to simply get back to winning ways. Both of these sides in Kaizer Chiefs and Chippa United have only won one match. Neither has won a game since August. And as they sit a point and a place apart in the bottom half of the standings, ending their winless runs would be paramount for the respective teams here this evening. Oh, stolen ball through for Sekotlong. Maybe a chance for an opening goal. A drive that is just wide. A man signed by Sundowns for his ability to poach and score. He's not hit his goal-scoring form in recent seasons, but a real opportunity from a lost ball in midfield.
Listen, I had the opportunity to watch this young man play for Mali and get along well with the manager. And I actually had a conversation with him. He's been trying for so many years to get this young man to come and play in South Africa. And as you say, he's been part of the University of Jomo Cosmos. And as a graduate now, you see him playing for Chippa United. What an exceptional talent. He needed a platform to showcase his ability.
Now, Billiard staying on his feet, sets it up! Keegan Dolly has given the chairman a beautiful birthday present early on here. While Chippa United had an opportunity from a midfield error by Chiefs, it is Chiefs who capitalise on the midfield error by Chippa United. Kama Billiard stayed on his feet, set it up for Dolly, and Dolly obliged brilliantly. Kaizer Chiefs lead by a beautiful goal to nil. Ball in here, and that looked dangerous. Only just kept away by Watenga, the man who's set to live in the shadow of Dennis Onyango for so long in Uganda has managed to deny Billiat his own goal here.
That's what happens when confidence is high.
It's onside here as Gavin Hunt appeals against it. Bernard Parker going. Billiard looking for the through run. Parker might go himself! And not very far away from scoring a sensational individual effort. Bernard Parker, just as we were talking about his next goal being a record-setting milestone. We hit the half-hour mark here at F&B Stadium. Kaizer Chiefs leading by a goal to nil.
He was so ready to colour, to put colour on that goal.
I mean,
sadly it didn't work out.
Do you know how many cultured left boots and sweet left foots we have in this Chippa United team? I mean, just on the bench. Malosani Mukhele and of course Muhakuludi Ngele, who turned 31 last week. Ngele as Chiefs here, they have a run. Keegan Dolly looking to set up a chance for a second! And Keegan Dolly has now scored. Kaizer Chiefs 3 goals in a row, 2 in the match. On the stroke of half hour, he doubles the Kaizer Chiefs advantage. There was promise in the build-up, ultimately unsuccessful until Dolly put himself in position to get a shot away, and for the second time in the game, he has beaten Watenga, and Chiefs keep the scoreboard ticking over.
He does it with such class. So the interchanging in terms of the runs, Keegan Dolly, Kama Billiard, we have Bernard Parker. It's not easy to contain them.
Well, that was expected. The moment his opponent went down to ground, Sekotlong was going to receive a yellow card. It was cynical from the man who played some of his best football at Amatux in years gone by. And that when you lose the ball and you're trying to win it back, how often we've seen that happen. And now Roy Limongello is being sent to the stands. Roy Limongello is the technical assistant at Chippa United. Gavin Hunt is trying to defend his case with fourth official Akona Makalima. And you just recalled that. That moment, or at least I've just recalled that moment against Kaizer Chiefs while playing for Leopards. Here's a chance. Chippa United do one-on-one, and a fine save from Akbay. He is such a brilliant shot stopper. Daniel Akbay has come up trumps as Sekhutlong had another opportunity to claw Chippa United back into this match. Kaizer Chiefs. Kuma bringing that ball down eventually as Kaizer Chiefs go on the attack here! And Billiard finally has his goal as Chiefs go to 3. It's another golden display. But it seems to be a return to the best. The performances look promising, the finishing has looked clinical, and between Billiat and Dolly, you have to doff your cap. They are providing the chairman with the very happiest of birthdays.
There's a language they use in Zimbabwe. They say, "Zoko Zuriku fire." Your performance has been on fire.
Here's Dolly in possession, receiving from Billiat, looks to send it through for Parker, and Watenga comes out. Keegan Dolly back with his very best. Keegan Dolly, as in his last 90 minutes of game time, when you consider he scored well into added time against Tamazulu and then twice here, has scored as many goals as Chippa United has the entire season in his last 90 minutes of game time. Chance for a fourth here! Poked away by Kambole, who finally has broken his luckless run. Nearly 50 matches, only 1 goal for Kambole. He has now got a second in Chiefs colours. Kambole, who just seemingly had luck desert him in front of goal, has finally had something go his way. He has a second in Chiefs colours.
It all starts with that man, Keegan Dolly. Good combination play, and you're right, Kambole. It was about time for him to do that. But it's this type of play. Swift, passing game, toe poke, but it is Chiefs at their best. It is Keegan Dolly at his best.
The final whistle blows. Brian Mate, give us your take on what is a massive win for Chiefs in the sense that they've gone 4 matches winless and they score 4 to win.
Amakosi ajabulile. Why am I saying that? They were ruthless. Chances that they've been creating and not finishing, they were ruthless. Whenever Chippa United made mistake, they punished those mistakes. Amakosi ajabulile.
Coach, when you look at this scoreline, I mean, the last time you were here, you conceded 4 goals, but this time around, it's Kaizer Chiefs scoring the 4 goals.
I know what feels better anyway.
Yeah.
Look, I thought the lads played well tonight. I thought it was probably a closer game than 4-0, because I think we decided in the second half that we would play deeper, and we invited a few crosses, but it was a closer game than 4-0. But when you take your chances and you don't miss your chances, and when you prevent the opponents and instead of giving the opponents those moments that I was speaking about before the game, this is what can happen, because the mental shift, the momentum shifts. And then Keegan Dolly believes he's going to score a goal instead of he's snatching at it. So it's not totally illogical, but I'm very pleased with the way they played.
The reprieve and the change that we've seen from Kaizer Chiefs here this evening, finally converting those chances. And we spoke about this before the match, about this is exactly what you worked on during the international break. Yeah,
well, we have. We work all the time on our attacking play and our movement around the box. And I think our movement around the box was especially good tonight. It was probably what the Chip had most problems with, was the mobility and the speed that the lads were moving at. And if we'd have done it more, I thought there were probably, and I don't want to be bad-mannered, but I think there was probably a couple more goals for us in that respect on transition.
Also seeing Dolly net that brace, Kama Billiard also finally getting a goal, and Kambula as well.
Yeah, look, it's great for them to get on the score sheet. It's great for confidence. Confidence breeds confidence, and we've said we should concentrate on our performances. We've said we would concentrate on individually and collectively our performances. We shouldn't concentrate on everything that he said or he's speculated on and how many players he's going to sign in the window, and we should concentrate on our performance, and that's what the boys did, and they did it very well. So I'm pleased in that respect.
Great performance this evening, Coach.
Thank you. Thanks, Tato.
Now joining us for the post-match interview is, of course, the coach of Chippa United, Coach Gavin Hunt. If you had to look at this game, of course, you've conceded 4 goals, but where do you think Chippa were lacking, if they were in any ways?
I mean, we lost 4-0. If you look at the game and you understand football, you know, I mean, how many opportunities did we have tonight? My God, it could have been 7 or 8 for us, to be fair. Before they scored, we should have scored twice, you know, and we had so many chances in and around the box there. And they obviously played it. I mean, the first goal was, I mean, real defensive, you know, it's a problem for us. But I mean, you know, we're going to have to try and do, and before we can try and get in, you know, we got what we got, and we've got to try and improve them and try and make them better. And some of them obviously come from a level that is not, you know, and you've got to get them up to levels, and you're going to get exposed here, you know. So, you know, those are but that's a daily thing you work on. But I mean, there's a lot of individual errors. I mean, even the third goal, you know, it's right down the side. It's a simple defensive structure there, and yeah, it's disappointing. But we had unbelievable chances tonight. You know, I mean, let's be honest. If you're honest in football and you understand football.
I think you're talking about those 2 chances that Sekotong had in that first half. But also,
and in the second half, and he had 2 in the second half when he went through with the goalkeeper to beat. So, yeah, you tell me.
Coach, also, if you could elaborate on the changes you made in the half. You made 3 changes to change up everything. If you could just elaborate for us.
Yeah, well, we were hurting them. We were affecting it. We got them in the right areas. We had them where we wanted them. You know, we obviously changed. We pushed a little bit the wider, you know, into the wider areas, and kept them back. But you know, we turned the ball over in simple areas, and you know, obviously they got. I mean, their front 3, you know, is worth more than the whole club. You know, our whole club. So you know, you got to look into it like that.
And finally, not looking at also the mistakes, but things to change ahead of your next game against Swallows.
Well, you got, you know, it's not as though you can, you know, we've gone in and you know, bought players and that type of thing. We brought players in that are obviously just to give us some numbers, you know. That's where it was right at the beginning, you know. So you got to look at it like that and try and improve them. But today was a poor defensive display, but certainly from the other side, I mean, you've got to be looking at, you know, there was a lot of positives that way, but you can't be losing 4-0, you know what I'm saying? So I can stand and talk here all day, it doesn't really matter, but you can't be losing like that. You know, you've got to have a little bit more resistance, and they come down once, and I mean, we had the ball here right in the halfway line in the first half, and we played a little 5-yard ball, and they intercepted, and, you know, you 1-0 down when you could have been 2-0 up already. So those are the type of things, but that comes with, you know, players playing, you know, and we need to get better.
Thank you so much for your time, Coach.